Pump prices are set for a major rollback on Tuesday as demand for oil eases in the global market. The price of the Pinoy staple Pandesal can soon go up as local bakeries bat for price hikes. Rookie Senators Robin Padilla and Raffy Tulfo are pushing for the passage of a divorce bill in the country. Tulfo says he is willing to discuss the measure with the Catholic Church. And one infectious diseases expert says it is time to review whether the controversial dengue vaccine can be used to address the rise in dengue cases. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Community bakers are pushing for higher pandesal prices as the cost of raw materials go up. Gerard de la Peña with the report.
One Filipino breakfast staple is not spared from rising inflation. The Asosasyon ng Panaderong Pilipino wants to hike pandesal prices to 4 pesos a piece from the current 2 to 3 pesos each. The group explained that prices of ingredients like flour, oil, and sugar almost doubled recently.
At sana ho ay masuportahan din naman po kami kung kami naman ho ay magtataas ng presyo na hindi naman ho kami mismong mga community bakery ho ang nagpapatayan.
The Trade Department is now evaluating the request. If approved, the price hike will cover the Pinoy pandesal sold in supermarkets.
Yung community bakeries kasi, pwede silang magpresyo naman ng kanila. Hindi naman natin regulated yung presyo ng kanilang pandesal at tasty bread. So, it's up to them kung anong presyo ang gusto nila para para hindi rin sila masyadong nabibigatan doon sa kanilang production and they can recover also.
Rubelin, who owns a small bakery in Manila, opted to reduce the size of her pandesal. She said increasing the price of her pandesal would affect her customers. She's now considering closing her store as commodity prices continue to rise.
Mahirap po kasi mahal lang ingredients. Ang taas pa ng renta. Yung kinikita, tama lang pambayad sa mga expenses. Sa tubig, sa kuryente, sa mga tao, sa pagkain nila araw-araw.
Some customers said they will adjust should the price of pandesal increase.
Pagkakalahati na lang siguro.
Paano kalahati po? Kung 10?
Kung 10, 5 na lang. Depende rin kasi sa budget.
The DTI is also calling on the public to patronize the Pinoy Coco Pandesal, made partly out of coconut flour. Aside from being a cheap and healthier option, it also reduces the country's dependence on imported wheat flour. For News 5, Gerard de la Peña, we are One News.
Neophyte Senators Raffy Tulfo and Robin Padilla are pushing for the passage of the divorce bill. Man Los Baños with the story.
In his many years as a public service program host, Senator Raffy Tulfo witnessed many troubled couples who ask for help, including married couples who want to separate. This is the reason why, despite being a devout Catholic, the neophyte senator is pushing for the passage of the divorce bill.
It's about time gumawa tayo ng divorce bill na para sa mga mahirap nating kababayan na hindi kaya ma-afford yung napakamahal na proseso sa annulment. So, they want to break away from that marriage, pero wala silang pambayad, pero talaga nandun yung pananakit, pang-abuso, lahat ng elements na kailangan talaga sila maghiwalay na mag-divorce, then let it be.
Tulfo explained that annulment is impractical. Aside from the process being costly, many complain about the provision that psychological incapacity should be proven at the start of the marriage. Senator Robin Padilla echoes these sentiments.
Sabi nga po nila, baka daw itong panukala na ito ang sisira doon sa kasal. Ay hindi po. Ito pong panukala na ito ang nagbibigay proteksyon doon sa kasal na masakit man pong sabihin ay sira na. Hindi po natin pwedeng sabihin na lagi po nating sasabihin na hindi, kailangan ayusin. Minsan may mga bagay po talaga na hindi na maayos. may mga bagay po talaga na talagang nakasulat na hindi kayo para sa isa't isa.
Tulfo assures that this bill will not lead to a Las Vegas-style divorce.
Yung yung abandonment, nandun yung hindi pagsusuporta, nandun yung pagiging babaero, pagiging adik, pagiging lastinggero. Ang sa akin, dadaan pa rin kayo sa butas ng karayom.
Tulfo is also open to discussing the bill with the Catholic Church. The Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines said they are open to attend hearings on the divorce bill.
Alam namin na walang perfectong marriage. Alam namin na talagang mayroong mga ganyang alitan, may awayan, may bangayan, nagkakasakitan. But we are not tolerating them. Ang point lang namin dito, meron ng existing mga legal remedies sa ganyang sitwasyon.
However, the CBCP said it will continue to oppose the dissolution of marriage.
Sabi nila, ang annulmento mahal. Eh di papabain nila presyo. Pwede naman gawin yun eh. Sabi nila matagal, di paiksiin nila. O sino bang nagsasabi na yung diborsyo ay magiging napakamura? When you employ the services of a lawyer.
Instead of pushing for bills on divorce, the CBCP suggests creating laws that will strengthen Filipino families. As of now, 3 senators have already filed for a divorce bill. Aside from Senators Tulfo, Padilla, and Risa Ontiveros, Pia Cayetano is also set to file the same measure. Reporting for News 5, Mean Los Baños, we are One News.
And one infectious diseases expert is urging the government to reconsider the use of the controversial dengue vaccine. Dr. Ronjean Solantes says data on the vaccine should be reviewed as the number of dengue cases in the country shoots up. Solantes says dengue is used in other countries like Singapore. The use of dengue has been suspended in the Philippines since 2017 because of allegations that it causes complications and even death.
They should review the data, they should review the benefit of this vaccine, which is prevention of hospitalization and prevention of severe dengue. Siguro ang importante lang dito, tamang rekomendasyon at tamang indikasyon kung kailan natin gagamitin at kung saang edad gagamitin para malinaw.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. This is still One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. A reinforced Gilas Pilipinas team kicks off their FIBA Asia Cup campaign in Indonesia this week. Marty Bautista with the story.
Here we go.
Gilas Pilipinas is locked in and ready for the 2022 FIBA Asia Cup set to begin in Indonesia this week. The Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas unveiled the roster last Saturday with Coach Chot Reyes back at the helm. Nenad Vucinic, who was in charge in the third window of the World Cup qualifiers, will remain with the staff. The squad will be reinforced by the likes of Thirdy Ravena, Poy Eram, and Bobby Ray Parks Jr. Meanwhile, Dwight Ramos won't be able to play in the tournament due to shin splints.
We have a system and, we fit the pieces to the puzzle perfectly. And, even if Dwight is gone and is such a huge, talented player, everybody just has to step up and fill that big gap that he left. All we can do is just wish for his speedy recovery.
Gilas is in Group D together with India, Lebanon, and New Zealand. Kiefer Ravena is optimistic that the team will do well in this tournament.
I guess we just have to be, the team that comes out with a lot of energy, with a lot of focus when it comes to the details na kailangan namin kasi bata yung team. So we have to be really, our attention to detail has to really be sharp.
Gilas will first play Lebanon on July 13, Wednesday at 9 p.m. For News 5, Marty Bautista, we are One News.
And more Filipinos have shown interest in having a pet amid the pandemic. Veterinarians are advising aspiring fur parents to be financially ready for the added cost of raising a pet. Laila Pangilinan with the story.
This award-winning mall in Libis, Quezon City has been welcoming pets since 2004. Since they first opened their doors to animals and pets, they observed a rise in the number of fur parents who frequent the mall. There is a special area for your cute fur babies to freely play and enjoy. But take note, even before the pandemic hit, they have already been observing a no vaccine card, no entry for pets.
We wanted to promote responsible pet ownership and proper care for the pets. So we initiated the Pet Pass, wherein all the pet owners are required to present the updated vaccination records of their pets prior entering our malls.
But for those aspiring to have pets, how much should one shell out to be a responsible fur parent? Experts said it depends on the type. Dog food and cat food range from 80 to 400 pesos per kilo.
Kailangan natin bigyan ng importance yung nutrition nila or yung mga kakainin nila. Because kung maganda ang nutrition na kinakain nila or maganda yung yung dog food or cat food that we are giving to them, mas magiging healthy yung kanilang condition.
Dr. Maricel Iquanan also does not advise feeding your pets with human food.
By being a responsible pet owner, pwede mong maiwasan yung mga unnecessary gastos natin sa mga aso at pusa. Garlic, onions, those are some of the things na pwede mong maiwasan. Pero pag na-ingest nila, mapapagastos ka talaga sa iyong veterinarian, no?
It's also important to know the different kinds of vaccines that should be prioritized for your pet. Parvo, distemper, leptospirosis, and pyroinfluenza shots are musts. This costs around 450 to 650 pesos. With this, Doc Liquanan is asking would-be pet owners to not only be emotionally ready, but financially ready as well.
Magiging mas madali ang pag-aalaga natin sa aso at pusa. Kung umpisa pa lang, we will treat them right, giving proper nutrition, following the vaccination and the worming guidelines, at yung pagbibigay ng tamang care.
For News 5, Laila Pangilinan, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. FIVOLCS has lowered the alert level status of the Taal volcano. The agency says Taal is now under alert level 1 or low-level unrest after a decline in volcanic activity in the past days. President Bongbong Marcos has appointed Rafael Lotilla as Energy Secretary. Lotilla served as the Energy Chief under the Arroyo administration and Deputy Director General of the NEDA or National Economic Development Authority from 1996 to 2004. Oil companies have announced a big-time price rollback effective tomorrow, Tuesday, July 12. Prices of diesel and kerosene will be going down by over 6 pesos per liter, while gasoline will be cheaper by 5 pesos and 70 centavos a liter. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.